Iceman, DipsetWest CEO, Iceman Music Group founder, Iceman Film CEO, Iceman Films founder. We're making it pop. KaneTV. Hoffa. I think the first person I seen that made me want to get in the industry was people like when I was young, like John Travolta and LL, and you know, when I saw LL, I definitely knew I wanted to do something. So that was years ago. I was 16, you know. I got in the music business. Got my first record deal when I was 16. I polyed my own deal and went in the studio with my own money. I was in this crew called Most Wanted. We was in Queens, New York, and we started this crew called Most Wanted. We was in the streets hustling. That's what everybody was doing back then, but it was fun. Everybody was rapping too. All the guards had to do their lessons also back then. So for the guards that's out there to understand that, you know. When hip hop first started, I was there, so you know, we used to battle and stuff in Queens. You know, we used to battle each other, used to do all that stuff. So that was part of the art form back then. Before all this violence and all that, used to be saying to rap about the next man, dissing him, you know, dissing his whole shit. But you know, never got into no violence. So just messing with the film part of the business these days, producing my films, starring in them, working. Next 10 years, I see myself producing $50 million movies, $150 million features. Yeah.
Back up in here, man. KaneTV with my man Iceman. Had to step in the building. I got a few more questions for my man about Dipset. You know, man, you know what I'm saying? Let the world know for real, like, what's really good with Dipset. You know, Jim Jones off doing this thing.
Now, you know, Cam and them niggas, they doing their thing right now. Like, you know, Cam Jewels and Jim Jones, they back together. They on tour right now doing the Dipset reunion tour. They just did Minnesota last night, the Twin Cities. So they chilling. They gonna be in LA on the 16th, San Diego on the 17th. So they moving. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna be in effect. You know. So
Word. Yeah.
We do a lot of little deals. You know what I'm saying? I did like 40 albums. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I did a Death Row catalog over at Koch from D3. I did a couple of highlight deals. You know, I did a Cheek Luch album. You know what I'm saying? I did 2 Hell Rail albums. You know, I did a couple of DipsetWest albums. Did about 6 Onyx albums. Sons of Man album, 2 Old Dirty Bass albums, you know what I'm saying? So, MC8 album, I executive produced with Mac 10. Shout out to Mac 10. You know, we just working. Shout out to Cameron Giles. Shout out to Freaky Zeke. Shout out to Jim Jones. Shout out to Joel Santana. Shout out to Federal Star. Shout out to Sticky Fingers. Shout out to my homeboy King. Yeah, King, you know. Yeah.
Alright,
so
you know.
We're just working, man. We're doing movies right now. I'm doing this movie called The Company We Keep. It just won the Atlanta Film Festival, the best drama, best feature. You know what I'm saying? I got a movie called Vengeance coming out. I got a movie called Crime Wave coming out. I got the other movie called Johnny and Vinny coming out. I'm just really focusing on these features right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go do this joint next week, man.
Sound like he crazy busy, man. Niggas stay busy, man.
You know, I started in 88. You know what I'm saying? 1988, I had my first deal. You know what I'm saying? 1988, man, before a lot of niggas' careers even started, I signed to Fever Records. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Fever Records. Where that's at?
That's in New York. Sal Albatello. Used to own the disco Fever. And he used to showcase talent from the streets. He was one of the first dudes to put rap from the streets and into an art form on stage, and people get money for it. It went from the jams in the parks to the stage in the clubs, and that was Sal Albatello. I was a baby, but my calling was being an executive, so I didn't know it then because I was young, so I wanted to rap and all that, so got my record deal, then left that record label. Me and Sal still cool. Shout out to Sal Albatello, give me my first shot. Charlie Chase from the Cold Crush Brothers back in the days, in the 80s. You know, I got a daughter in college. But check this out.
Word.
I signed to Atlantic Records. And then after that, I stopped with the music stuff. After that didn't work out. Then I started managing Federal Star. And then we got rich. And then we traveled the world. And then I started working with a lot of rappers and stuff, from Wu-Tangs to the D-Blocks to the now Dipset. You know, I did some Sticky Fingers solo albums. You know, a highlight. You know, buying a condo in Westwood. You know, buying a truck cash when the first X-Vibes came out. Buying it cash when the first Tech Marines, the first Lockmans, the first Jacobs, we copped those. Waking up in Norway, waking up in Poland, waking up in Russia, waking up in Germany. Those are highlights. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, seeing the sunrise in other places could mean something to a lot to a nigga came from nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the future of Dipset right now, man? You know what I'm saying?
The future of Dipset is in Dipset's hands, Jim Jones and Cameron and Freaky Zeke and Jewels. They're the future of Dipset. Dipset West is...
Yeah, what's up with Dipset West? You know what I'm saying? Let me rephrase my words. What's good with Dipset West? Talk about that for me.
Me, Cam, we got a lot of talent out here, working on a lot of television and film projects, internet content businesses, retail, colognes, fragrances. We're doing a lot of stuff, Dipset West DJs. So we just creating different, ventures so that hip hop can survive through the lifestyle of Dipset,
Right.
So selling lifestyle more than like music for Dipset West. But look for the Young Hustle album and look for that Masterclass LP that I'm gonna put out around July 4th. It's almost done. I'm putting out a lot of records right now, filling in the blanks. Stone Star's out there doing his thing with the UN.
Yeah, what's up with the Fly Boys, man?
Stone Stars, he's working with Duke the God and Cam with the UN. He's on, he's on the UN right now, Dipset UN. So that's what he's working on. The Stone Star project. I think a lot of records is done by A-Rap Music, and they doing their thing and shit.
Right.
So we hustling. Shout out to A-Rap and Duke the God and Stone Star and the Fly Boys and Rula Ra, Young Hustle. Even my man Honeystack P, DJ Depp, all of them, I remember y'all. Don't worry about that. DJ Depp, he's still my nigga. Payback. Shout out to everybody, all the people that gave us a lot of support since day one. All the fans out there hit me up on Twitter. They be hitting me up on Facebook, MySpace. The Midwest, they gave us a lot of love. Young Hustle's out there right now in the Midwest. He out there touring right now. Shout out to Joel Santana and Twin. Working on a project, trying to get out to Africa right now. Hopefully that'll work out. Shout out to Rick Ross. Shout out to Tawando at Maybach Music. Yeah, trying to make a lot of things happen right now.
Word.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first, man. Right here on KaneTV, man. We about to get up out of here, man.
Kane, my nigga.
Yeah. We out.